everyone, Adrienne here, and today I'm coming to you with a part-time YouTuber tag. I know I'm a couple weeks late on this, but better late than never. I think this is an awesome way for you guys to get to know a little more information about me. And if you see me looking down, it's because I wrote all the questions out so I would be sure that I would be able to see it. So the first question is, what is your main gig? I'm sure you guys, if you've been following me for any length of time, you've heard me say that I am a travel nurse, and I currently am a labor and delivery travel nurse. So that is what I do for a full-time job. So yes, I do work full-time, and I also am a part-time student right now and a parent to a special needs child who is 18 years old. And I have two older stepchildren who are adults, so they're out on their own. So we just have the one child at home, my husband and I. And right now he's a junior in high school, so we're pretty much just waiting for him to get out of high school and start an adventure of getting to travel around a lot more out of state with some of my contracts. But right now we just are waiting for him to get done with high school, so I just take kind of local contracts, well, not really local, just a few hours away within my state. So when I work, I usually go do a block of 3 days in a row, and then I come back home. So that's what I do for a job. The next question is, what made you start YouTube? I didn't even know there was such a thing as a beauty vlogger until I saw, I think it's Mia Maya or Maya Mia. She's the first beauty blogger that I ever saw, and I was just fascinated with that and thought she was so gorgeous. I didn't think at that time that I could do it, but I felt like I was being led to do it. And at the time that I felt like God was saying, this is something that you really enjoy and that would be a good thing for you to do, I was thinking, I don't really want to do it. I've got enough on my plate, and I didn't really want to put myself out there, but it was something that I felt like was kind of nagging at me. Like maybe there was some perspective on makeup and just, you know, the head wraps and all kinds of different things like that, where I could make some type of difference for someone and have something maybe a little unique. Because I think everybody that has a YouTube channel, for the most part, if they would just be themselves, everyone has something a little unique to offer, even if it's the same genre of content. We don't all bring the same flavor, so it's nice to have a variety of different people, even if they're talking about the same thing. Just, I love watching different people talk about the same new releases just to get different perspectives and opinions on things. So I decided I would go ahead and give the YouTube channel a try, and so that's how I started my YouTube channel. And I'm looking at the next question, and it is, what is your channel about? My channel is about skincare and makeup, basically. And the next question says, do you stick to your niche or do you cover a few? And pretty much I have not covered anything besides skincare and makeup, and I have done a color contact lens video before. I think that kind of goes along with my content, since I do wear them, just like I change the colors of my makeup. So I kind of consider them the same thing as an eyeshadow palette or something, just changing the color of the makeup you're wearing. So sometimes I'll talk about that. I have had some requests to do head wrap tutorials. I haven't done any yet. I'm a little nervous of figuring out how I'm going to teach all that on camera. I'm trying to figure out how to explain what it is I do. I'm so used to wrapping my head up really fast that I don't think about the steps I'm doing and how to explain it to somebody, and to make sure that I set the camera and everything up so that you can see exactly what I'm doing, and like when I get to the back of my head and stuff like that, so you guys can see what I'm doing and not just everything from the front. So as soon as I figure that out and get a little more comfortable with the idea of doing that, I probably will, on some of my subscribers' requests, venture into some head wrap tutorials. But other than that, I pretty much want to stick to my content. Unless I were to get a bunch of questions about something else from multiple of my subscribers, then of course I would probably cover it in a video, but I don't think I would change the nature of my channel to something different, because I would rather go ahead and start a whole new channel than to try to switch the niche. I think that gets confusing. It's nice for people to know if they're subscribed to this channel what they can expect out of my content. So I guess all that being said, I like to stick to my niche pretty much. And now I'm going to look down at the next question. Did I always know that YouTube would be a side gig, or did you ever want to be full-time YouTuber? Yes, I would have liked to be a full-time YouTuber. I like staying at home with my family, and anytime I get to work from home or do something like that. So I could have seen myself in the past as a full-time YouTuber. As of current, with the new algorithms and the way your content gets shared when you're a smaller creator, I don't necessarily, I'm not going to say that it's impossible, but I don't really see where doing YouTube as a full-time career is something that's possible for newcomers. And I know I shouldn't say that, because there's a lot of newcomers with different genres of content that come on and they blow up and they do really well. But in the beauty industry, I feel like it's so oversaturated that I'm not really sure what someone would have to do to stand out to be a full-time YouTuber. And also, if you guys, I don't know if some of you guys follow Kelsey Brianna J or not, but 2 weeks ago she posted a video about being a Black influencer. It was a collab that she did, and I will post a link to her video down below in my description box. But I kind of think that everything she said was on point about being a full-time YouTuber with the way YouTube is set up now. So no, as of now, I don't see it as something that would probably be a full-time gig that would sustain me. But it would be nice if it did. But I do have a full-time job, as I said at the beginning of this video, and I'm looking down now and it says, what is your schedule like? My schedule is I work 3 12-hour shifts a week, and I block all those 3 12-hour shifts together. So I'm out of town and work them all in one big block. I like it because it helps me organize my channel, and I know what days I'm going to have off. And depending on how tired I am after I work the 3 days is when I get to come home and record and edit different videos. And that's the next thing that says, the next 2 questions are, when do you film and when do you edit? And it's basically on those 4 days in a row that I have off when I'm not at work. And sometimes I'm extremely tired, so the first couple days it takes me 2 days to recover. Like right now it's Wednesday, and I've already been off for 2 days, and I'm just now sitting down to record because I was a little tired those first 2 days. So I had to catch up on some sleep because I do work the night shift, so 7 p.m. to 8 or 7:30 a.m. in the morning. So I feel like I'm always playing catch up with my life because my sleep habits are all over the place. There's sometimes that I do want to record in the middle of the night, but the room that I record in is next door to my bedroom, and I don't want to disturb my husband while he's sleeping. So I try to wait. A lot of times I'm wide awake in the middle of the night, and it would be great for me to record at that time, but I kind of wait until they get up and get moving around, and I just fit it in whenever I can. There's sometimes I'm up in the middle of the night and it might be 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm editing. I never have a consistent time because of my sleep pattern being so thrown off. So I hope that answers that question well, and I'm going to move on to the next. It says, how do you keep your YouTube channel organized? My YouTube channel is not organized right now. I'm trying my hardest to make sure that I'm getting at least 2 videos up a week. I would like to ultimately do 3 videos, but that's really hard right now with the working full-time and going to school part-time. So I'm making an effort to do the 2 videos, and sometimes I want to organize a channel and have my content laid out, but I want this channel to be something that I enjoy. So some days I wake up, like today, I'm in the middle of filming some Get Ready With Me looks, first impression with this palette, the Makeup Revolution or Revolution Forever Chill palette with cannabis sativa. So this is one of those looks that I'm not sure when I'm going to have that video done, but this look will be up when you see me post the first impression of this palette. I just got up today and that's what I felt like doing. And I opened the palette and the colors really inspired me, and I could tell what I wanted to use in a look and put together. Sometimes I try to do pre-swatches ahead of time, and just some of the days when I'm really sluggish, record a bunch of just swatches because I can put on a t-shirt and get the swatches done and record those. And that way when I go to actually record the video, I'll already have them. So a lot of times I try to pick a palette that I've already done the swatches to because it's a lot easier to do it that way. But sometimes I'm just not feeling any of the palettes that I've already pre-recorded the swatches to. So I jump into what inspires me, because if I'm not inspired, I feel like it's forcing the content, and I want to be having fun and genuinely and authentically enjoy what I'm doing. You know, I already have a full-time job, and yes, I do enjoy my job, but I don't want my YouTube channel to feel like a job also. So I would say overall it's kind of not organized right now, outside of I'm trying to, for the most part, I would like to record 3 videos and have them up a week. And right now I'm trying my hardest to post on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I would like to add Sunday if I could ever get that 3rd day in, but I also don't want to overstretch myself. As I get more used to recording and editing things, though, I'm getting a little more efficient, and hopefully things will get better. And there's just some weeks where I could record stuff and I don't like the way the content comes out, and I may scrap half of it or all of it. So I just never know with my work schedule. I pretty much do the best I can and try to put out the type of quality content that I would be proud to watch a year from now. So I hope that answers that question. And do I ever plan ahead or film what I feel like? And I guess that answers that question. I film what I feel like for the most part. Sometimes I do plan ahead. And the next question is, how do I feel about sponsored videos on YouTube? Sponsored videos on YouTube, it just depends on what genre of YouTube channel that I'm watching. I have no problem with sponsored content as long as people disclose that they're doing a sponsorship, and I'm happy that they get the opportunity to get paid for their time and their efforts, because making YouTube videos, if you've never done it before, it takes hours of preparation, the actual recording time and the editing, and the actual getting the video uploaded to YouTube. So anytime someone can be compensated for their efforts, I think that's wonderful. I mean, it costs money to run a YouTube channel and to have a lot of quality content. I'm not saying that all content takes a lot of money to produce, because there's some things that are more creativity type channels where it's the knowledge that people have that they're sharing, and it might not be as expensive. But a lot of the channels, especially in the beauty community, it's expensive to purchase all the products and stay on top of new releases, and to have your studio set up with the different lighting and all the stuff you need to make a quality video. So anytime someone can earn some income from that, I'm all for it. I don't like it when people are phony with sponsored content. Um, I don't like a hidden agenda, and I don't like to feel like they're not being authentic and like they're just trying to sell me anything. Because if someone genuinely likes something and they're sharing it with you, that's what the whole YouTube atmosphere is about in the first place, is sharing things that you've learned or want to teach someone about. So I have no problem with it. I just don't like it when it's deceptive. And looking down at the next question, would I ever do, or have I ever done a sponsored video on my channel? I have never done a sponsored video on my channel. I've never been approached. Well, yeah, I have been approached by a brand to receive some free product and do a video, but I didn't feel like the product that they wanted to send me was something that represented my channel, so I turned that down. I would do sponsored content with the video, but I would have to be able to say what I truly felt about a product, or I would not do the video at all. And I would ask that if it's a first impression, you know, hey, expect that you're going to get a truthful first impression. If I like it, I like it. If I don't like it, I'm going to say that I don't like it or the product's not for me, and I'm going to say why. And sometimes a product may not be for me, but I might be able to tell you that it could be for you if you have this certain need. Maybe I don't have a certain need for a product where I could see that somebody else would, and I'd be more than happy to say that and not just give a negative review if it was a good quality product but just wasn't suited for me. But I would not even bother doing a sponsorship if the brand was going to tell me what I had to say to the person and how I had to say it, and that I couldn't be truthful on my opinion of a product, because it's hard enough to build a YouTube channel and, grow your subscribers without putting out dishonest content. There's really no point in me being here making videos for you guys and sharing my opinion if I'm going to lie about it just because somebody's giving me something or doing a sponsorship. I have a job, so I would be grateful to have a sponsorship and to make some income from having a YouTube channel, but not at the risk of ruining my subscriber list to where people feel like they can't trust my opinion on a product. It's really in the long haul. I don't understand why people do that. I wouldn't want my viewers and subscribers to be second guessing the things that I'm saying to them. So to me, it's just not worth it to do a sponsored video that way. So now that I've rambled on and on about a sponsored video, yes, I would do it, but I would have to be able to give an honest opinion, and I wouldn't be controlled in what I was going to say. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it, because if need be, I can buy my own products to share with you guys, like I've been doing ever since my YouTube channel has been up and running. And now I guess I will go ahead and move on to the next question. What do you think is the biggest challenge of doing YouTube part-time? The biggest challenge of doing YouTube part-time for me is feeling like sometimes the balance between work life, recording and editing, and spending time with, I get to spend time with family, but getting extra time to spend with friends, that can be really hard, fitting everything in. And sometimes with the new analytics and algorithm, not really understanding the things that you can do to help your channel grow, and being uncertain if maybe your channel's not growing as quickly as you want it to because you are part-time and can't produce, 5 videos a week, which honestly, even being a full-time YouTuber, I don't really think that I would want to produce 5 videos a week. I want my viewers to know that on certain days at certain times, hey, there's going to be content here. I don't want to produce so much stuff that every day they're like, oh, she's got another video out, I'll catch it later, because I'm always posting so much, and then you never go back and watch the video. I get nervous that sometimes that would happen if I were to post more than 2 or 3 times a week. So I really don't know that if I could be full-time YouTuber that I would post more, but that's just something that kind of nags at me being a part-time YouTuber. Sometimes you do second guess yourself and wonder, if I was posting more all the time, would I get more subscribers faster? Also, being a part-time YouTuber, I feel like some of your process gets interrupted. Like I might be in the middle of doing a bunch of creative stuff and want to finish it, but it's time for me to start my work week. So I have to stop doing all that, and then I can't get back to it for a few days. And sometimes that bothers me and I really don't like it, but that's where you just have to realize that YouTube is your part-time gig and your full-time gig takes priority first over the YouTube, because it's kind of nice to pay your bills and be able to eat. And I do believe that you can get to the point where you make YouTube something that can produce income with some of the AdSense, but like I said, I'm right under 400 subscribers, so I'm not even where I can run AdSense yet. So I guess I don't even really think about YouTube yet in a money-making way, because it's not even possible for me to do that quite yet. But I am looking forward to it and hoping in the year 2020 that I do get to that point. And that is all the questions that was on the part-time YouTuber tag. So I hope that answering a lot of these questions for you guys helped you to get to know me a little bit better, and however on my YouTube channel and why I have a YouTube channel. And I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. You also want to hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so YouTube notifies you every time I upload a new video. I'll see you guys soon.